15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Cleveland Browns. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go. Good. Hey, you. Hey, what? You want? What? Tonight.
On play action, Fields. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab.
Well, how about that adrenaline? First play of the game, and we have a catch that we're going to talk about probably the rest of this game and straight into the highlights.
Right out of the gate, what an effort. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. You look at this Browns defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A give to Gibson running right. And outbounds right around the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Browns, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Open man completes it to Claypool. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, Chicago.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now, with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they want.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Watson changing the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Antonio Gibson with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Browns nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
You look at this Bears defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Up the middle they go. Felton. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, You might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Fields now to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 43 yards. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
To throw is Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd down now, Felton. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd and long. It's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense was pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, 24.
Here's Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. On first down, Felton down the numbers. There he goes. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Watson, option left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Browns get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Here we go.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say run on as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll throw incomplete.
I feel like my man momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
24.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 76 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes all.
He's got a man complete.
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7.
Round 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Watson on first down. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. Some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
On first down, it's Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Let's go.
Here's Fields.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Myles Garrett collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Here we go.
3rd and 9 here.
Monday. Monday. Out. No muss. Right.
Here's Fields. That is caught.
Strong running at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still 3,000 yards, a good season.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Throwing again is Fields. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Santos on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
A final shot before the break. Watson buying time to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
That's a strong running. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Open man, that's Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Ready. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Fury. Yellow. Black Ultra.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flushed out right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Claws red. Set, go.
Thompson Robinson off of play action.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for a sack. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Blaster, 6. Ready?
Going for it. Thompson Robinson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to pick up the Browns first down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
at the 42-yard line.
Down. Ultra. Go. Hut.
Thompson Robinson keeps it running left.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
10. Set, hut.
Thompson Robinson now.
He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Ready. Green Jack. Drill green. Hut, hut.
Thompson Robinson now.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here we go. 2nd and 7. On play action, Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Off play action, Fields. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
You got a mini base tonight.
Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the 1st half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the 1st half.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start? It got his man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Thompson Robinson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
White. Red, cycle. Ready?
Again, Thompson Robinson will look to throw here. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off, fighting his way through contact. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Hey, Ken.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. There he goes left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 106 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is Is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
First down, Bears.
Hey, Ken. Yep.
He'll look to throw. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And down inside the 15 he goes.
A gain of 11 on the play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, son.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Fields going to keep it running right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Fields. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Za'Darius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10.
Go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
Nice little juke. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. He's got room to roam.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they...
Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and
now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a give right side. Felton. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up third down.
Third and long. It's Watson.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 15. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 121 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Hey, 551, 551. Right.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston.